It started off with pot and alcohol, but as my disease of addiction progressed, it turned into coke, pills, heroin eventually. So just a combination of things. When I was 16 and I got busted for pot, and that's the first time I went to treatment. And when I got out of treatment, I kept using and I kept drinking, and things would happen, later in life, like blackouts, and I flipped my truck and had alcohol poisoning, things that normal people would stop using because of. And I was about 22 when I realized that I had to do something. I couldn't stop on my own. I think there was a part of me that didn't want to live, so I was slowly committing suicide, as they say. So, I wasn't trying to wreck and kill myself or fall off a 2-story balcony and crack my head open, but I didn't care about myself. So, I used so heavily and I drank so much that, I would black out. So a lot of those I don't remember. I don't remember crashing. I woke up in jail and realized that, okay, I'm in jail. Why am I in jail? What happened last night? The PIs, I just apparently like to wander around while I'm drunk, and I always got stopped. I had no respect for authority, so that made it worse. And I had 15 PIs in like 9 months, 1 year, and that's outrageous. Normal people don't do that. I would say, like, after I came to or sobered up, I felt just like I let everybody down again. Like I just, one more time. I didn't have any self-worth. I didn't care about myself. I didn't love myself. So I figured no one else did either. When I was 22, that's just when, my life sucked. Like, I couldn't hold a job for more than a couple of months. I was in and out of jail. Like, all I was doing was using all day, every day, or like finding ways to use, and like I was like a heathen, and I was homeless, and my life was out of control, but like I kind of just accepted that that's how life was, and life wasn't going to get any better. And a family friend was telling me about AA, and that's, I think, the first time I was serious about going to treatment. And I stayed clean for like 22 months, and then I relapsed and got clean again in 06. But just kind of, I guess I had like a moment where I just looked at my life and realized I didn't have a life. It was scary, and there's always a part of me that was like, oh, I'm just going to do this to get everyone off my back, but it was in there that I actually we started going to meetings and seeing, other people, and like they would talk, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I've done that. Like other people, just things that you wouldn't normally talk about, or you wouldn't hear normal people talking about. And I started feeling that acceptance, But the Sarah's house, really, it was kind of like the structure of the Sarah's house really helped me, wake up in the morning, make your bed, like things that I'd never do, go eat breakfast, keep the house picked up, have classes. We had a schedule, a routine, and that it helped me build a foundation, because I had been living crazy from place to place, and eating sporadically. I didn't know how to live productively. And
you needed that stability and routine.
And they also have a daycare, so you can bring your children in with you. So my daughter got to come, and that's where I first started building a relationship with her. That's where I first started bonding with her, I guess. I just been high for so long. I took everything for granted, you know. And that's when she started kind of like looking at me like, Mommy, you know, like, because I'd just been in and out of her life. And I don't know, I thought that was so cool that, you know, I was starting this new life and she was there with me. It was scary coming out and being in the real world again. It's a shock, you know, because you're like you're in a safe zone when you're in treatment, and then you get out and it's just like scary. But I was really proud, and I kind of expected people to like praise me or like, you know, be happy for me the way I was happy for me, and it wasn't always like that. My dad still drank, and you know, he would be having a beer or whatever, and I'd be like, why are you drinking around me? Like, don't you know that I'm sober now? And like, just like I had to realize that the world continues on, you know, everything doesn't stop just because I got clean, you know. I'm in a totally different place today. So I kind of just look at it like, I don't look at it for praise and glory, you know. Now I'm just like truly happy that I'm able to live a life, and I don't hang out with people that use. You know, I go in the store. When I first got clean, I would walk into the grocery store and I'd be looking at the beer aisle, and it would make me uncomfortable, you know. But I have a God today, and He helps take away, you know, fears that I have, and you know, the desire to use is like, I mean, it doesn't like come on as strong or as often as it used to. But when it does, you know, I call those people in Narcotics Anonymous that, you know, my support group, people would be like, oh my God, I want to get high. And they talk me through it, you know. So I just like, I'm not tempted as much, and I don't put myself in situations where I'm going to get tempted either. That's like, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm starting to like myself, love myself, you know, accept the things that I've done in the past. Those aren't me. Those are things that I did when I was high. And just today, I mean, I'm really proud of myself, and I would have never said that before because I didn't care about myself. And I feel that, you know, it takes a lot of courage for somebody to admit, you know, my life is screwed up and I need help. And I really never asked for help before, and that's something new for me too. But it just, like I said, I have, you know, God now too, so it's not just on my willpower. It's, you know, God helps me along. You have to do it for yourself. You can't do it for other people, or it's not going to work. If you do choose to get clean, there are people who will help you and love you and care about you, even when you don't love and care about yourself. And you never have to use again, ever. That's a choice that we have today when we get clean.